Now, my next guest is a very talented actor and comedian. You've seen Marty in television in both Second City TV, NBC's Saturday Night Live. His movies include Three Amigos and Inner Space. This is his first time on The Tonight Show with us. Would you welcome Martin Short?
Thank you.
Well, a humble little set here.
Oh, thank you. And what a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You were wonderful. That was great.
Oh,
You know, I am so excited to be here, and I brought you a little gift. I brought you a bottle of champagne, but if... But if you could do Betty and I a favor, maybe drink it on the way home.
Yes, I will. And you won't want to go with me either, will you, in the car?
Yeah. No, I'll run along.
The people who just joined us are not going to know what we're talking about. Refer back to the early part of the show and figure it out, because it may be bleeped. Anyway,
Yeah.
good to see you.
Good to see you.
You had the nerve to come out and do her right away, huh?
I know. Well, I'm a tremendous fan of this young lady's here. And, of course, Ed, I've worked with... You're probably thinking, which Star Search was that? But, no, let's see. Was that... No, that was with the David Steinberg show in Toronto. Ed was up there.
It's right on.
Yeah. David Eddy's show. You know, John, what's amazing to me about having Ed, we wanted to have Doc. Oh, we didn't have Doc and John, but to me, John.
Oh, that's right.
One of these days, David's gonna...
That's right on.
One of these days... It was amazing to me. Then it goes very low. And then it goes up again, John.
He does have a speech pattern, doesn't
Oh, my goodness.
he? Is David from Canada, too?
Yeah, Winnipeg.
And you're from Canada?
Yeah, Hamilton, Ontario.
Hamilton, Ontario.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You have a great ear for that. Did you start as fooling around in school when you were very young, picking up on impressions?
I guess it is true that you really do impersonate the people that you admire. Or,
Yeah.
Because you just watch them. It's the only possible way that you would... when I used to do Jerry Lewis as a kid, and I used to do a very high, kind of high. Well, I don't know. But then I noticed that as Jerry got older, there was a kind of an attitude. And I found that it was easier if you did him, if you imagined that you were sucking on a lozenge. I don't know why. It's not that he does a lozenge. But it's like, so if you just have an imaginary lozenge and you go, yeah, John, how are you doing? It's good to... Betty! Hello!
Get the hell out.
Wow! But they know why. Then...
What was...
And of course, Carson happened I did on Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
But
I love that.
but I did it as Nelson happened.
Nelson.
We did a piece called Lifestyles of the Relatives of the Rich and Famous. And
They'll get to that soon.
Yeah. And I played Catherine's third maternal cousin.
Right.
Nelson happened worked as a hot dog vendor in Central Park. And I would work there every day except Sundays. He'd say, Sundays are mine. They always were. He'd say, I get up in the morning, I sleep late, and I read all the papers, and I have then a huge bowl of bran. The next few hours I'm indisposed, and I phone friends.
Did you ever... It is flattering, generally,
Yeah.
to be mimicked, or impersonated.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear from anybody that you do who maybe... I know for a while, Sammy Davis did not like Billy Crystal's impression of him at first. I think he began to like it, but he didn't care for it.
I think that it's there's certain people, you can't help if you're going to do something, you really have to do all the different angles of them, you know, and but no, I have not had, I do Robin Williams, and Robin's a friend, and I thought he might be a little funny because it was all based on energy, and it's wonderful to be here. Oh, here sounds like there sounds like your hair. Oh, what a wonderful sunset. Don't touch that hair, Mary, you don't know where it's been. And it's so fast.
And he just kind of goes along and then goes crazy.
Oh, look at that. Oh, there's Doc, like a nurse, help my arm.
It's that wild stream of consciousness that goes through.
He's so great.
God. Yeah, he was on about a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And absolutely got on a roll. And it was just like the things were clicking on and off. And I don't think he knew half the time what he was going to do when he got up. It started and then just would...
Yeah. Well, sometimes you You know, when I once met Richard Burton, and Burton was a huge idol to me, and I was very nervous. He was doing Camelot, and I had a tendency to always be tongue-tied, a goofball, basically, when I would meet celebrities that I admired. And so I decided that I was really going to, like, be intelligent and plan what I was going to say. And I went backstage after Camelot, and I said, Mr. Burton, I just want to say to you that you are an enormous presence on the stage. And not for 1 second did I feel that I was watching a movie star. I felt I was watching King Arthur. And I thought he would then say, thank you, and move on to the next person. But he didn't. He talked to me like a real person. He said, but did you not find the reverb was somewhat distracting? Did it not bother you? Was booming off the back speaker? Did it not bother you at all? And I said to him, thank you.
Yeah, that was it. That's all you'd planned, right?
And then he looked at me and said, and who are you?
Been quiet, yes.
Never look back.
That's funny.
It's difficult.
Have you ever tried to get somebody you can't quite nail? There are elusive people. Robin is not easy. I mean, because his voice is not easy. You know, it's an attitude more than it is the voice.
Some people, I mean, you would be impossible to me. Rich Little does you, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's particularly good or not.
I tried to do Paul Simon once, and it was just, he was like, I sure like playing in Africa. It sounded like Doug Henning. You know, oh, the power of illusion. You know, it was, and then I do...
Doug Henning?
Yeah.
Is there a big call for that? What happened?
Magic is illusion. And an illusion, it can be magical. That may not sound that intelligent, but then I'm not that intelligent.
And Jamie Farr came across like
Jamie Farr?
Yeah, I'm a lover, not a fighter, but that's like Groucho Marx. So there's no. And Lucy, I tried, but I could only get that. Gary, get me my clutch bag, hurry. You know, what I'm saying is, you have to have more nuance. You can't take that in the road.
No, not really.
Gary Cooper, I only have 3 words.
Yep.
Forget it, he's dead. That's not enough.
Yeah, that's not good. I have been walking on ball fields for 16 years. Remember that great speech?
Yes, no, that's...
Yeah, it was my favorite speech.
I only have 3 words.
Who was the character you decided? It was Ed Grimley?
Yeah.
What is that, a composite of little this and little that?
Oh, it was just a character, kind of a spirit, a very optimistic spirit, very excited to be here, I must say. Oh, give me a break being on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. No, I suppose that isn't making me mental, I must say. Give me a break. If I had known you were here, you're so decent. I suppose your movies aren't the best in the world. Give me a break. Pleasure to meet you. Hi, Ed. Talk to Victoria. She's living with me now.
Oh, you're doing Rickles now.
Yeah.
Slide right
Oh,
into
I
that.
have no real... Oh, no. I'll just do anybody.
Who haven't we covered? You're working on anything? Anybody?
Let's see.
Do you do me?
Do I do you?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you aren't that easy to do.
Then we'll skip it. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, okay.
Fine.
Now,
What's the total on the board, Ed?
then there's Jerry's laugh, of course, which I love.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is like a plum pudding bubbling. It's just... Oh, lozenge.
Oh, hell no.
I'll put it there.
Now, when you do, you've got children, right?
Yes.
When they see their father acting like this, does that disturb them? Do they understand?
No, I'm trying to...
This is what you do for a
No,
living,
I'm teaching my comedy children. What did I say?
You're teaching your children comedy, or your comedy children.
Both those things. That's what I do.
Hey-oh.
And then wasp. No, I'm trying to create a comedy dynasty, which wouldn't and then fighting.
Feynman. File.
No, I'm teaching a comedy dynasty. Not since the Winds have we had, and barely there. But I'm teaching my daughter. I've taught her that for example, when she falls down, she must wait for her laughs. She can't just get up.
Of course.
And I've taught her how to do win an Oscar. I've taught her with a Barbie doll. Truthfully, she just holds the Barbie doll, and I've taught her to go, "Oh, baby." Now, I don't know if that's... I don't know.
It might play. Who knows?
It won't.
We'll be back in
Bye.
just a moment, and
After this, Talman thing. My next guest I have not met, I have seen from afar, as they said. It was interesting. She was in the NBC commissary here a couple of weeks ago and was working on one of the shows in the building, I guess on Dom's show, Lots of Luck. And Mr. DeCordova, Mr. LaSalle, looked across the room and said, "Hey there," which they frequently do. And her name is Suzanne Somers, S-O-M-E-R-S. She's an actress and a model, and she has also written a book of poems. And we thought you might like to meet this young lady, and I'd like to meet this young lady. Would you welcome Suzanne Somers? Come on. Come on, gentlemen, please. It's a young lady's first appearance on the show. Quit acting like a bunch of deviants.
I was so paranoid that I was going to trip on that podium because I'm an ex-model, and I'm an ex-model because I twirled off the one runway.
That's right, and you're never supposed to look down, are they, when you're walking along the runway?
No, you walk straight ahead, but the reason that I'm an ex-model is because I fell off too many runways.
Did you take some spells?
It's really humiliating, too, with the hairpieces, and you come up, and they're to the side, and you're kind of straight.
It's not classy when you fall off.
It's not. It really is not.
We haven't met, that's true, but
No.
you,
I saw you that day.
yes, you were sitting, having one of our wonderful dishes at the commissary, and taking oxygen at the same time, and, yeah, I guess you were working Dom DeLuise's show, right?
Yes, that was about the nicest working experience I've ever had. He's
Yeah?
a lovely, lovely man.
Yeah, I was looking through your book today.
Yes?
You write, nice things.
Thank you.
Is this something just recent, or that you always wanted to do, or? I mean, the poetry.
Well, I did it for the money, you know.
That's nice and honest. That's nice and honest for a change. No great love, I wanted a buck. Wouldn't that be
Girls
refreshing
gotta
if they
eat.
said, "Why'd you make this movie?" We wanted to make a buck.
It's true.
Yeah? Well, what have you done before? You've been on to various other shows,
Yes,
right?
and I thank Rex Reed because I was in American Graffiti, for your nice plug. I played the mystery blonde in American Graffiti. In fact, I was going to, when he said...
See, now, I have not seen American Graffiti yet, so,
Well, this girl that I
Oh, don't
played-
give me one of those things, Rex, like I don't get around. Rex goes, the klutz. I'll see it.
This part that I played is a blonde lady that the central character looks for the entire evening, and she is so unattainable. He never gets
Right.
her. So I was going to come out tonight with a brown paper bag over my head just to keep her completely
Yeah,
unattainable.
that's great. Well, that's a good
Yeah.
credit to be in a picture like that.
Yeah.
And you've
Yeah,
done...
the reason I got it is because I drive well. I mean, I drove all night.
Yeah.
Picture. That was one of the main questions. I've never been asked that on a dramatic interview. Can you drive? And I said,
It's not
"Can
a
I
question that
drive?"
normally comes up. I
That's
mean, you
right.
figure everybody can drive.
That's right.
What else have you done on television?
On television?
Yeah. You done...
Well, I'm very new. I'm just starting. I did a series for 2 years called Man Trap, where it was a women's lib top type show
Yeah.
where we were supposed to attack the male
Oh,
guest.
yeah. That's right. I remember
We
that.
taped that in British Columbia.
That's right. There's somebody else who was on our show once who was going to do that show, and I'm trying to...
Carol
Wayne, I think,
originally did the pilot, and then they had a cast of
Yeah.
regulars. So I was
Where's
a
home for
regular.
you?
Sausalito, California.
Yeah, and you came to Hollywood just to say, I want to be an actress and get into this nutty business?
I came to Hollywood to do lots of... I've been here 1 week.
That's all?
Right.
Our producers waste no time at all.
That's right.
No, Mr. Reed, you see, could really give you more advice. He is involved with a motion picture. What's the best way for this young lady to pursue her career? Do you have any particular questions?
No, but I'll be glad to discuss it with her after the show.
I figured you would.
You know, so many people say that.
Well, that brings up a point. You've read about, I suppose, about young girls coming to Hollywood and the so-called, quote, casting couch and
yes.
that myth. I guess it's a myth. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh,
But do you?
I haven't
Do
been
people-
on the casting couch yet.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say yet. Oh, no.
That was a slip. I didn't.
Do you find it a difficult town to navigate in at all?
I
And to meet
really
people
can't
and-
say because I
You see, you're that
truly-
new?
The day that I saw you in the commissary, I said, "Where's Donna Carson?" Because that was my first day in an NBC studio or in any studio. It was the first time.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
But so far, things are going well. there.
Yes, that silly part in American Graffiti has just started me working. I wanted to write books. I wanted
right?
to write this book, and I just finished another book. And that was my career that I had set out for myself.
Did you take creative writing or something in school?
I went to a Catholic girls' school for 16 years.
You did? That's very strict, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm out!
That's right. That's exactly how it was. Very boring.
This is very interesting. Would you like to do a couple of these little things
Yeah. Well,
for us? You had one here that I thought was kind of interesting. Was this the... let's see. It's called, incidentally, Touch Me.
Right.
This has to do with...
It has to do with see, my basic philosophy in this book is that people don't touch each other enough. And...
It's always been my... or they touch themselves too much.
That's what they said.
You know, that was Onan's problem. He
That's right.
grabbed a hold of himself and fell in love. But when you say touching, you don't mean just physically touching. You mean touch...
I do mean physically. The book deals with communicating, but I mean as far as touching a hand. You can say so much more when you're holding someone's hand. Like, I'm holding your hand right now.
Right.
And this means...
Yes?
I mean, this means glad to meet you.
Glad
Doesn't
to
it?
meet you.
Now
No,
this-
I'll show you. I'll show you what means glad to meet you, Suzanne. No, I know what you mean. Yes, that's like a universal... I suppose when the first two men met each other, they went, hey!
That's right. That's right. And people are really afraid to touch. You know,
Especially men.
That's right. I was thinking...
In other countries, they're not. Men embrace and they say, hello, how are you? And they hug and they kiss and they don't feel effeminate at all about it. But here, men do.
Italian culture especially. But I was thinking tonight of you and Ed. You've worked together for years. And you're obviously very good friends.
Right.
I've never seen you touch one another.
Well, there's a... see, we had a problem once. No, I know it. I know.
Take it on.
You mean just...
Take it on.
You're like a big bunny. No, I know what you mean. That's true.
And you would
That
touch.
gets an even bigger reaction in the comments.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
No, you're right, though.
And you would touch different people in many different ways. Like, I would touch Ed McMahon much differently than I would touch you.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say that I would touch Ed McMahon more like a favorite uncle.
Like a favorite uncle. Yeah, I think you're right, though. Didn't they have therapy classes there where they, like at the, what's the place in Southern California? Esalen, where everybody...
That's in Carmel, right.
Yeah.
Now, my book is not a sensitivity awareness type book. This is communicating, and hopefully you've gotten through the fact that
Right.
we can touch one another by the time we get into this.
All right, why don't you do one of those little...
I would like to read one about beautiful girls because there's a myth that
we have a minute and a half here. Okay, in this spot. Can you do it?
Okay, yes, I can do it in 30 seconds. That beautiful girls have it so easy. Really, there's some assaults to being a beautiful girl. There are rules for beautiful girls to abide by. You must notice other women, or you're a snob. And you must let their men alone, because every worthwhile man belongs to someone. So men stand back in deference to their wives, and women stand back to watch their husbands. And only the boors step forward to tell interminable tales and get so close and so enthusiastic that little spitballs fleck your nose. And even the single guys who look special and exciting stand back and give way to the boors, figuring that a girl as beautiful as you are certainly wouldn't have any free time. But you do, lots of it, because there are rules for beautiful girls to abide by.
Hey, that's very nice. Not bad. You ever get lonely? No, I didn't mean that facetiously. Everybody gets lonely when you're in a crowd sometimes.
Oh, sure. I think, especially in a crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, is there time to show you the different ways you would touch people?
Do we have No,
sir.
Oh.
No, sir.
What do you mean, no, there's not a way to show how we can touch? We should end up touching tonight and have some kind of communication. We'll come back and touch. We are back. And if you just join us, we have the irrepressible Mr. Buddy Hackett with us tonight,
Yeah.
Charlie Callis, Dr. Keith Sennert. Is that
Say nerd.
Saint, excuse me.
Say nerd.
Say nerd.
Sainert.
Say nerd.
Say nerd.
Sainert.
Say nerd.
The doctor is with us. And we'll see us
Sometime.
presently. And Roz Clark and this lady, whom I really adore. She was a superstar, I think, before that word was used out here in Hollywood, and she's really kind of been away from the screen for about 8 years. But if you've seen any of her pictures, she's an incredible actress. Here's some: Roman Holiday, Sabrina Fair, Funny Face, Love in the Afternoon, Breakfast at Tiffany's, The Nun Story, My Fair Lady, and we could sit here and read a long list. And this is the first time she's been on the show. And would you believe I'm a little nervous?
Yes?
Really? What?
Not to put you down at all. I mean, I would believe that because I would feel the same way. She's kind of very, very special.
She's a special lady.
She's delicate.
Not you. Yes, that's the word I was going to use.
Delicate.
Delicate. Would you welcome, please, Miss Audrey Hepburn. How are you?
All right.
You
how are
looked super last night.
Yeah.
You really did. I must tell you, my wife Joanna, whom you met briefly the other night
have
at
a
Swiftly
beautiful
Lizard.
wife.
Thank you. She is beautiful, isn't she?
Lovely.
She is an unabashed fan of yours. Absolutely. She wanted me to tell you that.
Thank you.
Privately. Now I've done it publicly. It'll probably embarrass her. But you gave that show last night a lovely, lovely quality about it. And you don't appear too much in public anymore, do you? I mean, you've been away from the screen for what, really, about
About
8 years?
8 years.
And now you've done Robin and Marian with
Right.
Sean Connery.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you miss it at all? I mean,
Well, I had so many other things to do, which I liked so much. I didn't really miss it, no.
yeah. I would guess
it was
you're
fun,
rather.
though.
I would guess you're a rather private person, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And can stay away from.
That's why I'm sitting here with everyone.
Well, no. Well, we were delighted you're here. I have not seen Robin and Marian yet, but from the people I've talked with who have seen, they
You can see it tomorrow.
Really? Is it official opening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, everywhere.
All over the country?
All over the country.
Yeah. This is back in Robin and Marian. You're talking about Robin Hood and Maid Marian, right?
That's right.
What?
Do you always do the gesture when you say his name? The little bow and arrow gesture? I think that's nice. Robin Hood. I think that's good.
I was just saying that for a moment, as I told you, I was a little nervous having Audrey here today, and I was trying to think of Robin
Call him
Hood.
Robin
I'm
Bow
much
and
more
Arrow.
nervous than you.
No, and I couldn't
'Cause
think
you're
of...
used to this, I'm not.
I'm not
Imagine
used to
how
having
I
you here,
feel.
though. How do you feel, really?
Huh? Well, your hands are cold, so am I. Mine are a bit clammy, though.
No, they're not clammy.
Okay.
And even if they are, who cares? I met your husband. You're married to a psychiatrist, right?
You think we should hold hands while you talk about my husband?
No, I wondered if that is a psychiatrist able to. I don't, he may find some deep meaning there that I'm not aware of. They say that it's like being married to a doctor. They say that they find it difficult to handle their own problems sometimes. But having a psychiatrist as a husband, does that mean that if you ever have little spats and frictions, as we've all had in our marriage? I had a live-in psychiatrist who had had an army cot in the garage during my marriages, and we'd call him at any hour of the day or night. But you know what I'm saying? When you have a little, does he come on kind of strong and saying, because I'm a psychiatrist, therefore I know what is happening here, and you should listen to me?
But surely you know that doctors never take care of their own families, and least of all of themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they're great with their patients, but they don't want to take care of their family.
Yeah. Well, do they try? I mean,
No,
would they have any more insight? They get too close to it, right?
no. I don't think, I don't think there's any difference in if you were not a psychiatrist.
Yeah. That's
We're
interesting.
we're two people, and
Now, we talked about this, and I don't know whether you want to talk about it tonight, but it was in the newspapers. Your husband underwent a near kidnapping some time ago. True?
Right.
That made the papers, and it was kind of frightening. We talked about it briefly the other night at the party.
he's all right now, and he's here with me, and he's perfectly well, but it was a terrible shock, yes.
Yeah. That's something that seems to be happening, I don't know, more in other countries than it is in this country. I mean, those kind of kidnappings for ransom, for for some reason.
I don't know what the reason is, but I suppose it's...
And he got clobbered, did he not? Over the...
Yeah. They fortunately did not knock him out.
Right.
He was able to save himself. But...
Yeah. Somebody described you once, I think you described yourself as the unbitterest person in the world.
I did.
Yeah.
I have nothing to be bitter about, I guess.
Really? Don't you ever get mad at people? Or...
Oh, that's different, but that's not bitterness. I mean,
Yeah.
you get mad.
What do you call being bitter? I mean...
Bitter? Something rather different. It's being terribly sort of cynical and unhappy about something, which is different than to being angry, perhaps. So.
I find in this, well, this is probably a cliche again, a lot of cynical people in this town. Do you?
Not particularly, not more than anywhere else.
You're right. See, I go either way. If they say, I say, you're right, I've noticed that. I want to make this easy. I have no argument at all. Now, you've been described as winsome and ladylike, and you've played delicate, as Ed said, you're delicate type of roles.
Didn't you see me try to knock out Sean Connery in the movie?
No, I haven't seen that. Now,
Nothing delicate about that, I sure.
Did you play a kind of a Hellcat in this picture?
I nearly knocked him out. He knocks me out, of course, because he's bigger than I am. But I did try.
Well, you know what I'm saying now. I mean, did you ever want to play a... You were never built up as a sex symbol like some of the ladies in Hollywood have.
Just my luck.
No, you know what I'm saying?
They couldn't.
No, what do you mean they couldn't?
Don't have the figure.
Oh, no, I don't know. I think that's wrong. I mean, not that you don't... No, don't, let me put this in there. Sex... I know where I'm going. You don't really think that somebody to be sexy has to do with just the outer appearance, seriously, do you?
I wouldn't know about that. I mean, that's up to the others to decide.
Well, what do you think, Ed?
About you, John?
No, not about me. What I'm trying to say is I think sex is an inner quality.
Yes.
A woman can have a lot of sensuality.
Let me tell you, as far as I can see right here, she's a very sexy lady.
And that's what I'm talking about. We got two of us right here tonight.
Yeah.
Let me do this. We're going to come right back. We have a new sponsor tonight. No, it's not a new sponsor. Yes, a new sponsor. I thought it was an old sponsor coming back. We have some of those sometimes. See, you get me all upset and excited here tonight, and I can't do anything. Midland CB radios. And now watch this from C.W. McCall. CB radios from C.W. We are back. Thank you, Doc. We're talking with Aubrey Hepburn. We're both settled down now, right? You said now this wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be.
I had some of your coffee. And...
Had some of my coffee? It's just coffee. People think for some strange reason that we put alcoholic beverages in here to stimulate us during the show. I do not do that myself. There are
Would you mind?
I won't tell.
You drink this and tell them all what it is.
Well, maybe she doesn't want
You would
to drink out of
believe
here.
this lady.
It's all right. It's terrible. It's tea.
That's right, iced tea. That's all it is. See, now all the terrible things
No
you've
sugar in
implied.
it.
Okay, you want to strike the prop? Now bring out the real stuff? Impressed Audrey at all? Was it fun doing Robin and Marion? Somebody told me that, unlike a lot of pictures where they take a good number of months, it was done on a rather fast pace.
7 weeks.
7 weeks?
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, that's almost abnormally fast.
But I think movies are being made much faster
Yeah.
now. You know, I think they have faster film and lighter cameras and
Right.
fewer complications than there were once.
Yeah, and where they used to make
At least
everything...
in my day, it used to take longer.
What even my day? No, but everything was done practically in those days in the studio. They'd create sets. Now many things are done on location.
Oh, this was all done.
Yeah, so you can move right out and you've got the scene and everything right there.
All in the most beautiful forests
Yeah, where'd you do it?
in Spain, in the north of Spain.
That must be gorgeous. Here's a beautiful country.
Lovely medieval castles that are still there,
Yeah.
which we
We
really
have-
photographed. So
We have a film clip a short excerpt from Robin and Marion. Bobby, why don't you roll that? Watch the monitors here in the studio. We'll give you a short preview. You just jump off of that screen. That's a lovely scene. It's nice to see an old-fashioned love story. Reminds me of my days in Nebraska when I used to go out in the wheat fields.
But you know...
Not quite as romantic as that, unfortunately, but nevertheless, we went into the wheat fields.
That part of the country looks like Nebraska, where you saw the wheat fields.
Yeah?
The miles and miles of wheat.
It's
Nothing
comfy
else.
out there.
Story.
Real comfy. Cornfields are bad. Wheat fields are nice. Somebody told me you also took a tumble making this picture off the horse.
No, I think yes and no. It wasn't off the horse. We were in a covered wagon that turned over in the water. And I don't know if you've ever been in a covered wagon that's toppled over in the water, but it's very hard to get out of.
I would guess
And
so.
the water was not very deep, and it seemed awful silly to drown about a yard of water. But that's what nearly happened.
I thought now most people would think that they would have stunt people or stunt gals who would come in. I guess this wasn't considered that dangerous.
It did not seem, it was not meant to topple over, to turn over, but the level of the ground was uneven, and what was very dangerous is we had a very large horse that panicked and was rearing back on top of us in the water.
You see, now what we've talked about horses?
Right.
So
He was trying to get out of the water.
We have a continuing argument going. I always say that horses are not the brightest animals in the world, and they will panic in a situation like that.
But they're right to panic. It's not stupid.
See?
A pig would not do that. We have a continuing thing about the horse and the pig. Pigs would not do that. Panic, you say.
Pig wouldn't be there anyway.
Well, you'd look silly going across two pigs pulling a cub.
Come on, pig.
That's right. Move my pig. That's bad. That's silly, of course. But nobody was injured at all, or was the horse injured?
No, we were bumped about a bit, and the horse wasn't injured, no.
Yeah.
But we were okay. We stopped shooting that day.
Yeah. Now, you won an Oscar for Roman Holiday, right? I've heard now a lot of people keep Oscars in strange places. Somebody mentioned the other night they use them as doorstops. True, because they're very heavy. Where do you have? Do you have yours in any particular place?
I have it on a shelf in our playroom, and I see it every day. I'm very proud of it.
You should be. It was a super movie. Are you going to... Are you going to be more active in pictures now?
I don't know, because I'm very active, as we've been talking about before, with my life at home.
Right.
So it depends if, there's not so much the time, but the place, because
Right.
pictures today, as you said before, are made all over the world, and it does involve leaving home,
Right.
which I don't feel like doing.
So if you find something that you like to
if
do,
it's
you
in
might.
some way possible, perhaps near home, then
Just might
perhaps,
consider that.
I can.
Hey, I thank you for coming tonight. I know you don't do many of these shows, and it's a delight to have you here. And you're going to be here for about another week or so, you said, around the country? I thank you for being here. I hope you had fun.
Thank you.
It was a great kick for us.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Roger. It's real style, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Real style. Lovely lady.
Classy lady.
And she was terribly nervous tonight, but so was I. I think for her.
Yeah.
Did I show it at all?
No, you're fine. I like particularly the part when you couldn't remember Robin Hood's last name. I thought that was good. Robin, I think that's good. It's Robin Hood. I think that's good.
Didn't you ever do that when you
Yes.
can't think of something?
Yeah.
You visualize
Yeah.
it and you Robin Hood, the guy with
Try
the-
this, Mohammed.
Okay, we're gonna be back with our guests and some more show. Who do we have as guests, you ask? Well, we have Buddy Hackett, we have
He'll be here.
Charlie Callis, and we have Dr. Keith Sainert.
Sainert.
Sainert. Now, why do you say the accent is on the last syllable?
He likes it that way. It's like say nurse, only say nerd.
Well, that's what Freddie is saying. That's what you were saying.
What?
Why don't we find out what the doctor says when he joins us? It's Sainert.
Sainert.
Why do you keep saying Sainert?
Because sometimes it's say nerd.
No, it's not. Not to the doctor.
According to his book, it is. He's not a doctor all the time.
What does that got to do with
Well, it says on the book. Look at the book. What does it say?
By Keith Sainert.
Nobody mean over here.
What?
Sometime.
I think it's time for a station break. Well, I'm going to ask the doctor when he comes out, because that man should know, because he's a doctor. What do you two guys know? What are we going to do? Commercial first?
Commercial.
Right. Okay, and then we'll be right back here with Buddy Hackett. Charlie Clark, Dr. Keith Sainert. Thank you, Doc. We are back. Now, very often nowadays, if anybody has been in the entertainment business 5 years, they say, you know, here's a star. But I think a star is really determined by how long you've been around and where you are held in esteem by your peers. And Bette Davis is probably one of the most respected, admired actresses and indestructible of all of them. She's had 2 Oscars, 10 nominations, numerous awards. She recently received the Legion of Honor Medal and the César Award from France. Would you welcome, please, Miss Bette Davis.
I know maybe you thought I was standing too long and enjoying it too much, but I wish to stand up again. May I?
Oh, you sure may. You want to show that?
No, are you saying to yourself, I'm a little overdressed?
I think it's beautiful.
Yes, well, I'll tell you why. This is the dress that Nolan Miller made for me for my trip to Paris for all the awards. It was announced in some of the gossip columns here in Hollywood that I had a red dress. One columnist knew it was made by Nolan. Thought he should have mentioned it. So I want to give Nolan, because I want to tell you that night in Paris, well, we're becoming the fashion capital of the world, let me tell you. And Nolan's dress rocked them in Paris. And it was particularly fun because they had a lot of clips from a documentary from England. And there was Jezebel in the red dress. And then when the film was over,
you walked out.
It just happened I had a red dress.
Just
so that
happened
was great
like that.
fun. So anyway, Nolan, thank you for my beautiful dress.
Well, it is
Thank
gorgeous.
you. I should say, I really,
Only you could
I
make
really
that so
shouldn't
dramatic.
I really shouldn't say thank you, Nolan. It costs a hell of a lot
Really?
of money.
Yo, this is
as
something.
it well should have. Nolan Miller. No.
It's not going to cost you anything after a while.
20 years ago, Nolan Miller, out of designing school, came to Hollywood, hired by Aaron Spelling.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing a pilot 20 years ago, Aaron and I, and it was very amazing that many years later that Nolan and Aaron and I were doing the hotel pilot. I was the first person he was to dress. And, of course, all those awful rumors about me, he was absolutely panicked. But he made the most beautiful clothes, so that was the beginning.
What awful
And-
rumors about you?
What?
What awful rumors about you?
Oh, my dear, that when I did Eve, Mr. Mankiewicz was telephoned by 10, 12, or 15 directors and said, my dear, you're insane. Just prepare yourself. She will walk on the set with a yellow pad and a pencil, and there won't be one line of yours left. He said, but there was one person who said differently, and I said, who was that? And he said, Willie Wyler said, you will have a ball directing her. The others, unfortunately, I had to do that with. There was no other way. Now, there wasn't if I was to remain in films. Now, being the modest person I am, and we're talking about Paris and all.
Right.
Uh,
You bought me a gift.
No.
Oh.
No. I wanted to show you
Was this the
this gorgeous
César?
government
Hold it up.
medal that was given to me. I think it's just
Isn't
beautiful.
that lovely? Hold it up.
Now,
We're gonna
aren't
get
you
closer.
going to ask why the French would decorate me?
Well, I can imagine they decorated for it because they admire and respect your ability for an
Oh,
artist.
Johnny, you weren't my straight man at all.
Oh.
Well,
You know Jerry Lewis personally. That's why they
I
decorated
suppose
you.
by now you're wondering if you're going to get a chance. Wondering right now if you're going to get a chance to say anything. I will shut up in a minute. Well, I thought...
Don't tell me you got
I
your
thought
own show,
maybe
too.
Tonight... I thought maybe tonight I would kind of let you sort of see if you thought I could do it.
Yeah. Well, you can
You
do it.
think-
all right.
well,
Sure.
during the evening, you keep on thinking.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of auditioning for Jones' part. Now, in case
Yeah.
you had done what I hoped you would,
Yes.
to say, why would the French
I'll
government
play straight.
give
Why
you
would
an award?
why would the French government
Well,
give you an
in
award?
case you did ask me, I wrote down from the scroll that came with this.
All right.
And this is what I am. I am a commander.
Commander.
De l'ordre of the order.
Of the order.
Des arts.
The artist.
Oui. Oh, you speak French, marvelous. Des lettres. And it was presented to me by the Minister of Culture. I will not pretend it was not a very thrilling moment in my life to have another country give me an
I
award.
think that's very nice.
Now,
We're going to do this
John.
first. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a
all right,
break.
you may have your show back.
We'll just take a break and we'll come right back. Hello, a cigarette? A cigarette, boo-boo?
Ah, merci.
famous-
What kind is it?
I don't know. Famous scene from Now
Yeah.
Voyager,
Paul
right?
Henry
With Paul
thought of that
Henry
himself.
lighting the two cigarettes.
That was an example of one of the directors that called up Mankiewicz. The one that directed Voyager, he never thought of the two cigarettes, I'd like to announce right now.
You
Or
can-
anything else, I might tell you.
Isn't therapy wonderful, though?
Just recently at a big... See, I have not shut up yet, have
That's
I?
all right.
So at this huge festival for me for 3 weeks in New York, he was one of the speakers. I wish to God I could have been in the audience to hear what he had to say.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to get a report about it. I haven't succeeded yet.
It'll be coming
Right.
in. I'm going to
He came to see a play of mine. He came to see me and Miss Moffat in Philadelphia and came backstage, and I was so amazed and horrified. He said, well, I didn't let you know because you might have been too nervous with me in the audience. Oh, God.
Say, what was the... Did you actually say it in picture? Peter, right?
No.
That was never said.
No. But I...
All the impressionists always used to do, you'd go, Peter,
Well-
Peter.
Well, that was started by Arthur Blake, who was the original great
That's right.
one. He's the one that did the arm, and I was horrified to realize later I did this elbow
You
thing
did.
a lot. Yes, yeah, he showed me that, but he's the one that said Peter. His impersonation of Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt knitting at a Girl Scout rally was absolutely the most sensational thing.
He was one of the
I
great impressionists of all time. Arthur
from
Blake.
here it came,
Yeah.
not just all the outward thing.
Yeah.
Right.
What is this? I'm going to show audience a picture. You can look at it on the monitor. And what do you remember? It says, this was a picture put out by, it says, charming Bette Davis, Universal featured player. Did you hate to, then they...
What?
Yeah. Little publicity stills. Did you?
Why didn't somebody unearth that earlier? They could have done me great harm. My God, I didn't remember.
Did you hate taking pictures like that?
Well, I never did. That's why I'm really amazed at that. You sure that? Let me see that.
What do you mean?
You sure?
That's you. It says
Yeah,
charming.
I'm afraid you're right.
Yes.
Yeah. I did one set of bathing suit pictures with Joan Blondell once, and then once I rode on top of a balloon or something for some kind of thing, but I never did these.
You never did.
No, and I was very, very glad they couldn't haul them out later.
Yeah?
But I'm terribly glad I didn't do nudes. Oh, God, imagine
Really?
those being hauled out later.
Would they have asked you in those days to do nudes?
No, they wouldn't have asked anybody, nor would they have gotten anybody.
Yeah.
No.
Nowadays it seems to be rather common.
Absolutely. It's just, it's a must if a man and woman look at each other.
Yeah.
That same evening, yes, I just finished a film. I didn't realize that scene was in the film until I saw it the other night. Yes, same thing. Clothes come off delicately.
Yes.
Of course, you know exactly what they look like underneath. I don't know why they're so modest.
Yeah. So you don't think they should just do a nude scene just to do it?
Oh, of course, you know, you don't either. No, I think it's awful.
No. Yeah.
I don't think it's very interesting to many people to be very serious.
Did you ever do a bubble bath scene? Didn't that ever come up?
No, I never was asked to get into a bathtub.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I am going to make a film not too long from now in Hamburg, Germany, and there is a scene in which I get into a bathtub.
Aha.
Not nude.
Oh, come on.
God forbid at my age and hacked up as I am, I do not wish to be nude. But I read that and I thought, my God, this is the end.
Okay. Now, Peter never happened. Arthur Blake
No,
did
no,
that.
Peter
How
never.
about the line, what a dump?
Well, that is in Beyond the Forest.
Right.
And I make very, very little of it. I just say, what a dump. And Edward Albee, of course, he put that on the map, that line.
Right.
Right. And he gave me a great thing when I do my Bette Davis show all over the world, film and on the stage. That's how I start out every show.
You just walk out
And it's wonderful. Sit down and just look around and say, what a dump.
That's a good opening.
But you know, sometimes it was very embarrassing when the theater was. And you felt very badly when it was beautiful. But it was I tell you what was great about it. They knew from then on they could have fun with me.
Right.
And they didn't have to sort of respect this old legend. They could
Yeah.
really have fun. And we had fun.
But you were nominated, you got 2 Oscars, you were nominated for 10 others. Is there a picture that you thought maybe you should have won that you didn't?
Yes, 3.
Okay.
I lost out to Doc Victory because that was the great Gone with the Wind year. And I was gone with the wind. And I feel that I should have had the Oscar for Margot Channing.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, I was not under contract with Fox. Miss Baxter was. So, as the studios always used to do, they'd send notes around if it was their people and
Was
say,
Anne
please.
Baxter, Marilyn
please
Monroe,
vote at-
George
yes,
Sanders?
This is right.
Yeah.
So, I think I lost by some votes that I would not have lost by if Fox hadn't done that.
Yeah.
So I was so, but the last one, I was definitely robbed of. Miss Crawford went to New York and said to all the nominees on the stage who might not be able to get to Hollywood, I will accept your Oscar for you. And she paced New York to find people that not vote for me. Because I think I lost by a very few votes for Jane. That was really a shock.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Yeah. But there she stood. There Joan stood with Miss Bancroft's Oscar clutched to her bosom. It had become hers. Yes, it had become hers. She also traveled with it for 1 year. No, 1 year with Pepsi Cola. And she told Miss Bancroft that she would bathe this Oscar in all the waters of the world. So she got back to New York. Miss Bancroft is still doing Mother Courage. Gave a party on the stage of Mother Courage after a performance one night.
Right.
And gave the Oscar to Miss Bancroft. Finally, she got it.
She had it for a year. Well, you got a lot of good
Worth waiting for.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
What picture did you make that you thought was a total disaster?
Total disaster. I loathed Beyond the Forest.
Really?
Yes, I was not young enough to play that girl. You felt that when I played that girl, I would have gotten to Chicago years ago. Absolutely years ago. And the tragedy was that Joseph Cotton was the husband, and who in the world wants to leave Joseph Cotton?
Yeah.
In the book, it was a great book, interestingly enough.
Right.
And Eugene Pallette was perfect casting for this awful.
Eugene Pallette, who talked like this.
Yeah, that awful husband. So I begged not to play it, and that was the last picture I made for Warner's.
Did you fall in love with any of your leading men?
I was more apt to fall in love with directors. Mm-hmm. I think it had a lot to do with I liked a male who kind of took charge of me and told me what to do, and it's very hard for me to find that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would think I needed that, but I did.
You wanted a domineering, strong personality.
Yeah, I did.
We're going to cut away, but we're coming back. Stay where you are. We're back talking with Miss Bette Davis. Okay. Another picture here. Another picture. It says, with your mother at a movie premiere in 1931. A strong influence in your life? Your mother?
Mother was why I'm sitting here. Not from the stage mother standpoint, but from the earning enough money that I could study in a dramatic school and doing all those years for me at great sacrifice. But that is our first premiere, dressed rather oddly, you would say.
Oh, I didn't notice.
And in my book, it's an old kind of thing, and Mother's kind of odd. And we hadn't learned to look like Hollywood yet. We were very Yankee still. And I have a strip of pictures in my book, The Lonely Life. That's the first one. Then there's the second one. The third one is at the premiere of All About Eve. And I have written, and by now we really look rather sharp. And under it I have written Pilgrim's Progress.
Okay, here's another picture. Yeah. Dark Victory, 1939, and the gentleman, of course, is Ronald Reagan.
Yes.
What's your memory about this?
Well, I can't quite get over still referring to him. And I was delighted to hear that you've not been invited to the White House. Neither have I.
Well, actually, I have been invited.
You have been invited by the Reagans?
Invited, yes.
Well, I have not.
Ooh.
Well, that's good. He's sort of, yes. But we always referred to him as Little Ronnie Reagan. He did give one good performance, King's Row.
King's Row?
We will hand that.
I think that
but
was
you know, take a man's leg off, it's a lot going for you in those scenes.
That's
Yeah, a lot going for you in those scenes.
a lot of sympathy.
But I have to say, I think he is infinitely better than I ever thought he would be. Infinitely. I think he shows quite a lot of guts upon occasion. Mm-hmm. He has had some rather serious things to decide.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
Well, good.
But I just hope he doesn't encourage a lot of other actors. I think we shouldn't take over that period at all.
You're having a lot of fun tonight, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm very surprised. No, nothing to do with appearing with John Carson.
Oh,
I'm surprised that I am. I haven't done a great deal of this lately.
I know you haven't.
I'm taking to it like a duck takes the water again.
Delighted you're
Wonderful, wonderful.
Did you ever get the old question?
And I may be back. You may have to have me again.
Okay, that's all right with me.
Yes. I may be back with a book.
Yeah.
You're going to have to take me on.
You writing another book? You got another book in you? Are you writing another book?
For years we've been doing this book.
Yeah.
So I may be back. The publisher wants me to. He feels you're of great value to the sales. I quite agree.
Oh, well, then you can come here.
Well, you have helped a lot of books in your life.
Well, you can come here anytime.
And other things.
Those-
What other products do you think you've helped besides books?
Wives. No.
Oh, yes.
You-
Well, of course, you and I must never get on that subject.
No, we shouldn't.
Since
We really should.
I paid alimony for 3 years to Beatty's father.
Did you really?
Yes, it's kind of a reverse twist, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's how desperately I wanted to get rid of him. and to say that he was enjoying our way of life, which he did not want to give that up. No. Poor
Well, it was
man.
very generous
Poor
of you.
man.
Would you change anything in your life if you had to do it all over again?
To be very serious,
Well, if you want to be.
I only wish I had been brought up on the present morale system.
Really?
That it was accepted that maybe you lived with somebody before you married them.
That's
my
right.
upbringing was that's why you married and you waited until then. And on a Dick Cavett show, which is a rather famous show with some people, he asked when I gave up my virginity. It was a rather shock to me sitting there.
Yes.
I counted 10, and then I thought, come on. I said, when I married my first husband. And then I waited a minute, and I said, it was hell waiting.
Yeah. But nowadays, people...
Right. And I think it's very possible I might not have married some of the people I married. I think I would have married Gary.
Yeah.
I think I definitely would have married Gary. We had a great deal in common.
You're talking about Gary?
Merrill, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely would have.
Yeah.
Yes, I was very much in love with Gary.
Okay.
And I flatter myself he rather liked me, too.
Did you ever go out to a party some night and get real silly and have too much to drink and do something really dumb?
No, I would be... there's too much of that strict Yankee upbringing.
Wouldn't allow you to...
do that. It wouldn't allow me to do that.
Yeah.
No, couldn't do that. Anyway, wouldn't like to be drunk and be... You're out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
Do you always want to be in control?
Well, there have been about 2 times in my life that I have had too much to drink. I knew that. And wasn't next day quite sure what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I never dared to ask.
Yeah.
I never dared to ask.
Better that way sometimes.
Yes, better that way. It's awful for people to tell you how you behave.
Yeah, when you found out you've swung the neighbor's cat through the plate glass window, something like that, it can ruin your whole day.
Terrible like that.
We're going to cut away for a second. We're coming back. You all know this next gentleman loves to perform, loves audiences. Currently working his own nightclub, Dangerfields, in New York until February the 3rd.
Love him.
Then he opens at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas for 3 weeks,
Gets no respect.
starting February the 6th. And here he is, Rodney Dangerfield.
Wow, what a crowd, I'll tell you all right. You know that? No, I'll tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? I mean, last week I told my doctor I wanted a vasectomy. He said, with a face like mine, I don't need one. And I tell you, nobody likes my looks. My mother would kiss my brother goodnight and scratch me behind the ears. Oh, my mother, she never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. I don't know. I tell you, I know I'm ugly. Well, while the guy was mugging me, he took off his mask and made me wear it. Now, I tell you, things happen to me you wouldn't believe. Like the other night, I found a guy's wallet. Inside was a picture of my 2 kids. I tell you, life isn't easy. Last week, my wife's father, he moved in, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I tell you, my house, I could never relax. I got a dog. His favorite bone is in my arm. I got a dumb dog, you know. It took me 2 years. I taught him how to sit. He forgot how to stand. What a dog. It's all right. It's all right. He's a dumb dog. It's okay. You kid, my dog? Well, last night, 4 times he went in the paper. 3 times I was reading it. And my kid, that's another one. He's full of smart answers. Well, the other day I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I don't know. I tell you, I meet the wrong people. That's my trouble. Like last week, I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. I tell you, nothing's going right. My neighborhood is getting worse. Well, I went out, I bought my wife a rape whistle. She says it don't work. No one shows up. And my wife, she don't go for me either. Every time I want sex, she leaves the room to give me privacy. No, I tell you, my wife always gave me trouble. Well, at my bachelor party, she was in the movie. Now, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? It's not easy either. Are you kidding? No respect from anybody. This afternoon, I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I tell you, the day I was born, I got no respect. And the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway. Hey, howdy. Thank you very much. Beautiful people.
What a crowd, huh?
Lovely crowd, lovely crowd.
Good audience.
I always have a lot of fun in California. Nice people here, you know. There's something about California. As soon as I get here, I want to drink, make love, have fun. It's not California. I'm away from my house. That's what it is. You know? No, but I'm working. I'm trying to lose weight. You know?
Really?
Oh, it's tough. I'll tell you that. I lost some. I got to lose more though, because I was fat, Johnny. I was too fat.
Fat, huh?
You kidding? I was so fat. I got my shoes shined. I had to take the guy's word for it. I mean, you know. Hey, I'm working over here.
Hey, yeah.
No, it's all right, but I've been keeping busy, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
What have you
working
been
at my
doing?
club now, and I finished there Saturday, and I'll be in the Aladdin Hotel for the rest of February 6th, and March. I'll be back in Dangerfields, be in Dangerfields in April, be in Dangerfields in May, maybe forever, I don't know, you know. But I'm looking forward to Aladdin Hotel, a lot of fun there. Lola Falana, I'm working with Lola
is that
Falana.
right?
Oh, she's a sexy girl, isn't she?
Sexy,
She's a
yeah.
lovely girl, you know. And Aladdin's a nice place, too. A lot of action over there, you
Really?
know. Oh, yeah. And, well, there is a lot of action in Aladdin Hotel. Oh, it's so quiet, I feel like E.F. Hutton just spoke, you know. No, I'll tell you, last year in Vegas, I worked at a very small hotel.
Small
very
place?
small. Oh, small. You kidding? The slot machine had 1 fruit, you know.
I didn't know
Very
Small place.
small. You
Yeah.
kidding? But at showbiz, there's always problems, Johnny. Showbiz, forget about it. Last week, my fan club broke up. You know, the guy died. Oh, showbiz. You kidding? You know, I've been knocking around for years, you know.
Yeah.
Now, you kidding? When I started in showbiz, I was in ventriloquism. Then I had to quit. I got too big for the guy's lap, you know.
Well, you know. How's your health?
It's always, health is okay. We'll get to the health.
Yeah, we'll get to the health tonight. Didn't want to rush
Set my
you.
continuity here. You got to watch out for this stuff here. You know how it is, don't you?
What do you
I
want to
got
talk
other
about?
problems besides health.
What are some
too,
of the
you
other
know.
problems?
I'm still drinking too much.
Oh.
I'm a bad drinker. Forget it.
Bad drinker, huh?
I got loaded a few weeks ago. The way I carried on, it was awful, Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way. I mean, it's good to be back in men's clothes again, you know?
You really flip out, huh?
I tell you. I mean, I want to relax. I can't relax. You kidding? I tried sniffing coke. That didn't work out either. I couldn't get the bottle up my nose, you know?
How's your health?
No, but drugs are bad.
The drugs are bad, huh?
Bad for your health.
All right.
Drugs are bad. No, drugs are bad.
Yeah,
Kids
of
today don't need drugs.
no way.
Kids today, they're wild enough without drugs. Forget it, will you? Why, my kid's high school prom, the king and queen were the same person. You know? No, but drugs are bad for your health. And health is important. Ask my friend the doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombatz.
How is Doctor?
He's fine, he's fine. The doctor is okay.
How is the doctor?
I called him last week. As a matter of fact, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills, you know. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest. Doctor's fine. When you get older, you start seeing doctors, you know, and I'm getting old. I know I'm getting old. You kidding? I walked past the cemetery, 2 guys ran after me with shovels. I mean, I know I'm getting old. My sex life is very bad, too. Very bad, John. You kidding? If it wasn't for pickpockets, I've no sex life at all. I'll tell you, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my life, I have steak and sex the same way. Very rare. Very rare. Kid, I'm a bad lover anyway. A bad lover, I'll tell you that. I caught a peeping Tom booing me. Now, I tell you, Johnny, girls who like me are getting older and older, older. And I took out one girl. Ooh, she was old. Ooh. How old? I'll tell you how old. She was so old when she went to school. They didn't have history. I'll tell you something else. I'll tell you something else. She was fat, too.
She was fat?
She was so fat, she got in the scale, a card came out, said 1 at a time. She was fat. Now, I'll tell you, this girl was old, fat, and ugly.
Yeah, ugly, too.
How ugly? I'll tell you, she was known as a two-bagger. That's a girl who's so ugly, you go out with her, you put a bag over your head in case the bag over her head breaks. One more. I want to tell you one thing. This girl here, I'll tell you.
Let's hear. How
She
ugly?
was so ugly.
How ugly?
You look in a dictionary, under the word ugly, you see her picture.
Be right back.